Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I'm on chess.com and I just got paired up playing a 5-0 game. Let's play d5. See what white throws at us. I head for a Slav. No increment. Okay, we could get a pretty sharp line soon. Bishop g5 and it will be sharp. No, I was going to take. Okay, let's just get the knight here right away. I want to be prepared to take out a knight if he arrives here. Also, this could still turn sharp. Let's take right away and play b5. See where the bishop goes. Expecting d3 to have a knight e4 move. And now I think it's either bishop b7 or a6. I'm going to go with bishop b7 first. Yeah. I think this is right. I think both moves are fine. I'll be looking for a6 and a quick c5. So let's see what white does. Most critical line I imagine is e4. I'll be playing c5. Oh, now that's different. Huh. Okay, well, let's not panic. I think on h6 there's some sacrifices here with bishop here. Let's get in c5 right away. I don't think I'm missing anything with the queen coming out. I have these three squares covered. And a question I have is how exactly to recapture should white take on c5? Probably with the knight. I mean, I could develop a new piece, but taking like this seems pretty good. So I'm looking at rook c8. Yeah, probably rook c8. He knows his place. Yeah. This is going to be an open file. So let's get there. Still holding off on the bishop development. Knight takes, I'll be taking with the knight. Okay. Let's just get a move in. I could only hold off on the bishop move for so long. Not sure why that move was played. If I really want to kick the knight, I could still do that. It's a very weakening move to this diagonal. Let's get right on it. Excuse me. We're even on time. Just looking to put pressure on the weaknesses here. e3. I'm opposite their king, so there's some pins going on. Probably take right now. No, I don't need to. Soon rook f to d8. I have very good development. And this bishop is going to have a tough time, I think. Rook f d8. There's a lot of pressure on the white position. That knight still isn't bothering me. Let's just get here. Have this defended. Queen here. Alright, I feel like I should open things up right now. Yeah, let's take once. I feel like I could jump in with knight c5 soon. Let's see. Should I give that knight a kick first? Let me give him a boot. Wouldn't mind seeing some exchanges here so I could strike at d4 a little bit easier. And how about... Feels like there should be a way to take advantage of this pawn here. Should I give up my light square bishop? I'm not sure. I want some exchanges, I think. Let's get this knight here. I could defend against some battery against h7 with knight f6 or knight f8. Alright. Now my rook has some clear sight. I like this. Also, I'm pointing at g2 and directly f3. Queen c6 or queen b7. My knight's kind of stupid on e7, d7. I wouldn't mind a light square bishop exchange. I could have things turn a bit positional. Let's go here first. I'm kind of giving up on putting pressure on d4. I want to eye up this square. And also bishop e3. Threatening on g2 right now. Wow, that is so weakening. Okay, let's just play it simple. They have a very vulnerable king. I'm going to have a fantastic square for either my queen or knight on d5, and I'm looking to now enter next. Currently on the bishop. Okay, let's not burn too much time. Let's just make a quick move. I want to play a little faster here. It's a good position. And how about we improve the knight now? Yeah. I might even anchor him in there with f5. I weaken this square, but I could take out this knight. f5, bishop f6. I wouldn't be... I didn't see that move. They're opposite my queen. Okay. That's a bit of a bug, I must say. Let's go here. I guess knight to d6 to defend f7. Alright, rook c5 is a bit of a pain. I think I just have to move my queen. It's not fun to run it like this, but yeah, I think I could get away with this. Let's go queen here. Bishop move. I don't think there's a great discovery. I'm looking for a queen exchange. I want to release the pressure on f7. No fancy knight move. There might be something like knight c6 here. I might have a minute left. I'm hitting everything. Oh, okay. Didn't see that one coming. I guess I want to take the rook now. They do have a passed pawn, though, don't they? Definitely lost the thread here with that one little thread against f7. Not cool. They have a passed pawn. There are checks on a8. Yeah. I have to look for some queen activity. Wow. My rook's trapped? Oh, brother. Oh, wow. My rook's trapped. I don't have anything. I guess on bishop d4 I have to play here. Ugh. And there's even that. Wow, did I lose the thread on this one? I should just resign. Yep. Wow. I had control over those light squares, and the one threat against f7 really rattled me. Huh. Should have never happened like that. Oh, man. That, I just saw it as like a completely dominant positional position. Let me flip the board here. And that one little thread against f7, the opening was fine. I'm certain of this. And to see f3, oh man. This is a tough one to stomach. h6, that can't be so bad. Knight f6. I shouldn't have moved my knight. Right here. This is the start of things going wrong here. I have to do something different in this position. Knight e4 gives white takes advantage of the weakness I leave behind with my last move. Gotta do something different here. Maybe bishop to d6. Get rid of their knight. And I'm kind of looking for a good knight versus bad bishop position. But I completely overlooked. I didn't even see this attack against f7. And it really stung, because now if I'm doing this, pawn takes and my knight has to leave defensive this. I guess I could try this, but I'm dropping h6. I shouldn't have budged with my knight. Knight e4. I kind of just saw it in the game as, hey, it's a knight improvement. I have some security here with my queen. But I just give up the h5 square. I'm sure it's still defendable, but it's tricky. I mean, I shouldn't be allowing any type of activity for white. That should just never happen in this kind of position where I have very good control over the light squares and the correct kind of harmony between my structure and my bishop. He's not such a great piece. They have a vulnerable king. And long term, this should be something I could be exploiting, but queen h5, one move, and then it crumbles. Really, they're wise to keep the queens on, and I'm probably unwise to take the rook and give them a passed pawn. I was scared. I was a bit too fearful of just the knight moving right here with an attack against my queen. What I could be doing here is just making a knight move. I shouldn't have been so quick to give them this passed c-pawn, so I definitely panicked here. I just saw it as, oh, the knight's ready to move, attack my queen, but hang on, I could go here and I have this attack, and at least I'm not giving white that passed pawn, which was a killer. In a way, it feels like the pawn is a connected passed pawn with the bishop here. I extend the scope of the bishop. I make the bishop relevant by capturing the rook. That's one way to view it. But yeah, I definitely panicked around this point, taking the rook out of fear of the knight move with an attack against my queen, probably knight c4. And on g4, this also paves the way for the queen to go here, should my queen be hit with g4. Maybe this isn't good either, come to think of it. Knight here. No, I could do that. Yeah, I could take like this. Yeah, interesting. I think I would definitely revisit this opening for sure. I'm pretty sure I equalized. We'll have a quick look at it with the computer. Not the most testing line here. I haven't seen this kind of maneuver, knight g5 into e4, because I'm getting the correct break in. I get in c5, and that bishop isn't really playing. f3 was a bit surprising, weakening the diagonal, but maybe even around here I could be taking advantage of this. This is a move. I didn't voice it during the game. On takes, I get to give a check first, save my queen, and then get theirs. But they didn't have to take if I played knight here. And I don't know what his next move would be. Maybe even h6, and after the knight move I could go in here. Looking for the e4 square, although queen here, and where exactly is he going? He doesn't really have a good forward move from here. Okay, well, let's have a quick look at it with the computer and see where we can make some improvements. Okay, Stockfish, let's see what we can learn from you. Another tough one to stomach. This is the Meran variation. So far, so good. e4 is the top move. It already likes black. Yeah. e4 is the move here, with then c5. And as we're seeing, d5, very critical continuation. Okay. They didn't go with that. Knight g5, c5, and rook c8 is fine. Bishop e7 is fine. Queen b6, castles. Yep, it's an advantage. I mean, material balance, but it's definitely a superior position here for black. There, I have all my pieces playing, too. The queen and bishop aren't doing anything. I captured. It's okay with that. e5. Ooh, tending towards +2. How can I have maybe had that move register better with me? He's powerless. He's pinned. e5 takes. I am helping out the rook and bishop, but this is pretty serious. This was a knight that, before I started looking at it with the computer, I was saying, I could be doing a move like this, and if he's taken, I'm doing this. And then I was pointing out, well, white, of course, doesn't have to take the knight. This was, if I just look back to this point and ask of myself, which one of my pieces is the worst one? It's this guy here. So e5 is helping out my worst piece. He may soon turn into my best piece. On takes, a knight on c4 would be a fantastic piece. And what are they doing about d4? Bishop e3. There's knight e to g4. Yeah, I could just see this crumbling very fast for white with the correct strike. e5. That's not so difficult to see now that you look at it after the game. Taking advantage of that pin. Okay, well, I have a bit more of a positional mentality during the game. But okay, noted, e5 was available. Knight f3. Bishop takes is suggested. I think I wanted to do that, but I'm not sure what kept me from. Yeah, well, I just see my bishop as a really good piece, so I just focused on controlling the light squares. Knight e5, queen b7's fine. Getting a light square bishop exchange is fine. Queen d5 is okay, and now I'm going in the wrong direction with this. Evaluation doesn't change so much with that move. So what could I be doing different on this queen h5 move? Wants to play g6. Giving up my h-pawn. Not really a fan of that. Bishop f6. This isn't... this wouldn't be a top choice to even give up a pawn like this. So I'd want to do something different than knight e4. b4 is a move. Just keeping my knight right here. A way I could have looked at it is white wants to develop their queen, and as soon as I move my knight, I give up a square for the queen. It doesn't get any more active than that, does it? The queen improving by 4 ranks and throwing a punch. This is my only sensitive point, and I allowed it to be attacked. So I could go with b4, maintaining my queen position, keeping the tension between the rooks, looking to open up some stuff on the queen side. Takes, bishop takes, rook e2. And by this time, I mean, maybe I jump in knight e4 a little bit later. There isn't the queen coming over here. I really felt like I had such good control. I know I did, but queen h5. As soon as I went on the defensive here, as soon as I had to come up with some defensive moves. Rook c5, queen b7. Still alright, I mean, I'm losing my advantage here. But, okay. Queen B7 I want to go with. Queen F5 is now no good. So this is really where it turns. Queen F3 is a good reply. I would get everything I wanted if they exchange queens. Just more simplification and tending more towards a strong knight versus a bad bishop situation. So I shouldn't have played Queen F5. I can see many players wanting to do this, though, because I want to release the pressure against F7. It's just not working out, though. Queen B7 instead, with a possible idea to move the bishop, take the knight, also have the queen there to defend F7. I have a very strong knight. This is still a fine structure for me. But, yeah, Queen F5, and now it's going way downhill. And this is a losing move. Taking the rook. I think I was pointing out knight C4 here. It's not really a fan of that. Knight takes. Bishop takes, and then knight E3. Getting some material. 2 minor pieces for the rook. Then in-betweener. That's interesting. After I take the rook, I guess it's just gone. +3 now for white. And a really cool move here. That just kills everything. If I play rook A7, there's C6. This queen is guarding everything. Their king is perfect. More long term, he's weakened, but I'm definitely not in a position to attack the white king here. I got my own worries. Pass pawn. Bishop sprung to life now. Yeah, this one's gone. It's a tough one. I had a nice grip, but let it slip here with allowing some activity against F7, and then I really panicked by capturing the rook here and just giving white that passed pawn. That was unnecessary. Okay, well, as usual, feel free to leave any feedback to this video in the comment section below. And I hope you got something out of it. That's all for now. Take care. Bye.